in the game.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bobcats offense will have first crack at this one. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. To the air, it's Maddox. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formation.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Sutton. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Fresno State right back to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And some room to work. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Atkins. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Finds his tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air, it's Mack. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Atkins. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Brings up fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Mack. Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, he got loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. It's a running room. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run play action, extending the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give on the option. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Bulldogs will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. They've been steamrolled so far in this. David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The Bobcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides to back and leaves it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bobcats in the hurry up. To the air, it's Maddox. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
28, Texas State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, and big time pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game... they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pryor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
To throw, it's Maddox. Snagged in the middle, it's Sparks. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal. They'll be set up and in great position here.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Texas State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hands it off. Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man, it's Mack. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. With the catch, it's Sutton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the run, it's Atkins. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll return it from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grab behind the line. It's Atkins. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Running back searching for a hole. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Setting up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Picks up.
Line getting set on second down.
Second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Mack. They're setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got his man in the middle.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Mack. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game.
Ready? Come on, set.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats.
Moves.
Off play action. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.